What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm finally back on the YouTube scene again. It feels like I've said that too many times now, which means one thing: this is the time where I'm going to be actually consistent with it. But the time is now 7:45. I've been up since around 5:30. 5:45 today actually. I slept through my alarm a little bit, which is fine. I found getting up at 5:30 to be kind of the best thing for me because it allows me to be as productive as I can. So I feel like getting up and kind of getting on with it suits me best. You may be different. How this morning's happening is I've done kind of everything I've needed to do. So what I'm going to do now is 7:20 to 8:20. I kind of plan to have a learning hour. I haven't really kept that time in just because I started a bit later than usual, which is completely fine. Again, like, it's perks of being your own boss. If you run over schedule, you've only got yourself to blame. I've got a haircut at 9 because the trim needs sorting out massively. You may have realised or not that the camera quality is a lot better compared to my previous videos. I've upgraded my camera, so making that small investment kind of for me was a no-brainer, although I did cancel the order 3 times because I kind of panicked. But at the same time, something that needed to be done. I'm really glad I've done it, but it's going to kind of keep me accountable as well. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned. So quick update, I didn't actually get a trim in the end because it's a 7-minute drive and on maps it said 22 minutes. So I did go because I thought maybe it's a little glitch or traffic's cleared up, but no, like, traffic was really bad. So what I've done is I've just booked in for later. Luckily he had appointments because this barber's normally like flat out, but luckily he's got appointments, so I'm going at like 1:30. So what I've been doing since is I just came back, did some editing for Cobras. I'll put it on screen now because that's my mum's basketball club, so I run the social media to kind of help raise the profile, and I like doing it as well, so that kind of gives me something else to do. But what I'm going to do now is I'm on the way to the gym, going to film a quick pool workout. So yeah, stay tuned.
I've been stuck on your memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us.
What's going on, people? So the time is now 5:20. What I've been doing since I last checked in with you guys is once I finished my pool workout, I stayed in the cafe there just to kind of do some editing, mainly for Cobras, just because I do like working there. It's a strange kind of vibe because it's such a big cafe, but it's normally quite empty, which makes it like quite nice to work in. But it's just a weird vibe. Like, I can't put my finger on it. So sometimes I do choose to work in Starbucks, which is busy and kind of louder. So it's nice to stay in like Nirvana is where I train. It's nice to stay in the cafe there and kind of work. So I did that for around like an hour and a half. I then went straight from there to my haircut. So You can see the trim has been acquired. My guy Mitchell did well again, so happy with that. And then kind of since then I had some lunch, been doing some more editing for Cobras as well. Because the season's kind of just started, it's kind of my first time doing it when the season's in full swing, so I'm kind of figuring out that it requires a lot more work than I kind of thought, which is fine, it's good fun. The past like 20 minutes I've had a little reading break reading this. This is a book that I kind of saw a lot of, what's it called? What's the word called? I saw a lot of kind of like, I don't know, I saw a lot of people post about it and stuff. Like there was a good vibe around the book. But the title kind of put me off because I was like, I like caring, like I don't want to not care. But at the same time, like it's a good type of not caring. Like it's kind of about like not caring about people's opinions or what people might think about you, and kind of like the someday we're all gonna die approach type thing. I personally love it, but I'm not reading nowhere near enough as I should be of it, just because I kind of put off reading because like ADHD really does kick in when I read. So I kind of read like 5 to 10 pages at a time. Like that may sound stupid, but those 5 to 10 pages make so much sense to me, and I'm kind of like, yes. Anyway, what I'm going to do now though is I'm going to go for a little walk, just because today I've spent most of it inside, so I kind of like getting out because I feel like a bit stuffy just editing and staring at a computer screen or phone screen for too long. So yeah, I'm not going to take yous on the walk because I want to have some jack time, but I'll catch up with yous this evening. So I've been back from my walk now for about an hour. It's around 20 past 7. Just been editing again and doing some client work. So I'm making a few changes to my online coaching, improving the service, kind of making it a bit more exclusive, but also a bit more tailored as well to kind of each client, which is exciting for my clients, but also for me as well, because it means it's allowing me to help people a lot more than I have done before, which is amazing for me. But also been editing upcoming fixtures and results for Cobras. What is good, everyone? Today is Thursday, so it's a day after yesterday, and what I've been doing this morning is it's been an amazingly productive morning because I woke up, I didn't actually set my alarm, so I woke up at 6:30, like just naturally. When I like waking up at 5:30, but I forgot to set my alarm, so I just woke up naturally at 6:30. But I didn't complain. It was quite nice. I felt a lot more refreshed this morning. But what I've been doing since is I kind of got on with client work like usual, but I had to film a video today for a little project for a school, just because they wanted an insight on someone who does social media and kind of fitness. So what I did there was I planned that video and filmed that video. I started planning at 9:15, time now 11. I've just finished planning and filming it, so it was a really good video. I really enjoyed kind of doing it. For me, it was something different and kind of got me out of my comfort zone a bit, but it means I'm in a cracking mood now. I've had a really good morning. Now it's time for leg day. I did really think about not training legs today. I don't even know, I can't even give a good enough excuse. So people, I thought I'd do a little voiceover recording rather than playing some meaty music edit. So straight into it, I went off with leg extensions. This is something I don't usually do. I usually focus on compound movements first, but I thought, let me switch it up a little. You can see me here pushing myself, but in all honesty, looking back, I could have gone for an extra one there. I then went straight into the first compound movement, and that was my leg press. Now, these were burning at this point. I never usually feel this in my quads, so I thought instead of doing the same thing over and over again and not feel it in my quads, which is an area I want to work on, I thought I'd do the leg extension first. And by this point, my quads were definitely burning. So if you're someone who is quite glute or hamstring dominant, I definitely recommend doing a little pre-exhaust movement first. Then after debating if that was a good idea or not with having a basketball game in 3 days time, I then moved on to heel elevated goblet squats. Now I do these heel elevated just because, quite like leg press, I'm again quite glute and hamstring dominant, so when I'm doing any sort of leg pressing movement, I find it quite hard to engage and feel the tension under my quads. So anything kind of by doing a leg extension before the leg press or elevating my heels, it allows me to really feel the tension and activation in my quads. I then moved on to single leg RDLs. This is a movement I always used to love doing. However, I hadn't done these in around 3 months in all honesty, and I was struggling. I was feeling it everywhere. My left side, I didn't show that because I probably got 2 reps in a row before falling over. But yeah, overall, great leg workout. What's good, everyone? Time is now around 9:15 on Friday. Since I last picked up the camera, I can't really remember what's gone on, but I know I've done a load of editing. As well as that, I've had a couple calls, and then I coach basketball 6 to 8 as well, so kind of feeling a bit tired. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is gonna have some dinner because I haven't eaten, so I'm starving. Eat, go to sleep, and yeah, chill out. Kind of gonna try do at least a video a week. So yeah, I've got some exciting videos planned as well. Other than that, make sure you check out my website down below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.